What's up, guys? MrGimms back again, finally back. He's alive. And I wanted to wait to do this video at the detriment of views to give you guys my honest thoughts, honest feedback, and honest critique about this latest developer update from BHVR, February 23, which is coming out next week in the PTB. Apparently, it's a Wednesday. I'm not exactly sure on the details yet. That's what they say. This is at the detriment of views because I don't like sounding sick for you guys in all my videos. I do sound a little bit better today than I was, so we're on the up and up. Before we get into this, guys, I'm live right now over on Twitch. The link is in the description below or on the screen there in the bottom left-hand corner. Please come check us out, continue the conversation over there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of it. Not gonna lie here, guys. We're going in raw. I'm pretty pissed off with this update. But first, let's get into it, guys. Red Forest visual update has been confirmed as the first realm that they're going to be looking at. Cool, looks good. They got some pictures here. Looks nice. I mean, we expected it to look nice. Their reworks are usually nice looking. Happy days. The only thing I will say is hopefully they decrease the size of Mother's Dwelling. Jesus Christ. They've been doing it with the rest, so I'm assuming they're going to do it with this as well. But yeah, overall, looks great. I'm not going to go on about this all day. Let's keep going. And then we're looking at map prevention, guys. Map prevention is something that I had a key, massive issue with. Quite a few months ago, I mentioned that I kept getting maps all the time. Some of the community were telling me that I was out of my mind and that it wasn't happening and it was in my head. But it turns out they have a feature to help us from doing that. So it must have been an issue. Great, good stuff. I'm glad that they're addressing it. Good stuff, moving along. And then we have the bot loadout improvements, which is something that's great for custom gaming. I'm glad that they're adding this into the game. Awesome, happy with this. Let's keep moving along to the real meat and potatoes of this update. And the thing that's really taken my piss to the boil, if I'm being completely honest. And that is the perk changes. Now, I want to read this as well to give you an idea of what's going on with them. Although we typically save perk changes for our mid-chapter updates, we had a little room, of course you did, in this chapter to squeeze in a few tweaks, nerfs / buffs for certain things. We are in the midst of planning another package of perk changes for the next major update. So to back them up for a second, there is other perks being reworked and they're coming with the next mid-chapter. Fair enough, great. But you guys could not run quick enough to fix Eruption, could you? So let's talk about Eruption, yeah? And I'm not going to get into their crappy reasoning as to why it's being nerfed. Let's just get into what they're doing to it. First, Eruption will now cause the generator to lose 10% of its current progress, not total. This means the effect will be less severe on generators with less progress, but more impactful on generators that are nearly completed. Second, Eruption will no longer apply the incapacitated effect to survivors who were repairing the generator when it exploded. Instead, survivors who are actively working on the generator will scream and reveal their aura for 10 seconds. Not only will this make the perk less frustrating for solo players, but it will also give the killer crucial information on the other survivors' whereabouts so they can attempt to interrupt them. Okay? We hope you'll find this new version of Eruption to be much more comparable to other generator-related perks. No one asked for this. Like there was a clear vision on what Eruption should be after this update, and then there's the behavior flavor that you guys always smack down and ruin things with. Right. So, firstly, you're making it so that it's 10% of its current progress. So you are basically making it crappy like Pop Goes the Weasel. No one asked for that. No one whinged about the regression that it already had. That was all you. So just with that one change that, again, I just want to put out there, no one asked for, now we get this crappy Pop version of Eruption. Now, the second part, now, this is the part that I think most, from what I've read and what I've been following, most people ask for the incapacitated effect to be removed or decreased. I've played against it as well. It is annoying, so I can completely agree why people feel that way, and I wouldn't have been upset if it was removed completely. In this case, it has, and the aura reading of 10 seconds is actually pretty good. That's a really good change. Dare I say, you could have just done that, changed that effect, and left Eruption as it was. Would have been completely fine. But The only problem with this is you're going to need to be a quick killer to get to there. Like, it's a 10-second aura, which is pretty massive, so... But I would still feel that that would be mainly helpful for, like, Blight Nurse, Hillbilly, you know, killers that can get over to the generator and actually capitalize. But, as usual behavior, you don't read the room whatsoever. You don't look at feedback. You just nerf it to the ground and make Eruption a very niche perk, which I think it's going to be now. Guys, we're running out of gen perks here, and the gen rush is more prevalent than ever in Survivor Friends at the top rank. It's just a thing. It's boring. And not only that, in the solo buff, you just little squeezed it in the background that generator progress is now going to be a visible thing as well. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the help to solo. I really do. But it's rough, man. And now we've lost the last really good gen perk, where you could have just removed the incapacitated and left the aura reading, which is pretty cool, actually. I like that idea. Sucks, guys. Back to pain resonance and not knowing where the screams are coming from, I guess. Jesus Christ. This is just my thoughts right now. Let's see what they come up with in the meta shift. Meta shift to them means nerf killer perks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to sound like that. It's just, I'm sick of it. And look at the history yourselves. Don't take my word for it. Just look at the history yourselves. This is why I'm pissed. Next up, we've got any means necessary, and we got a buff here. To give this perk a slight boost, we have removed its cooldown entirely. Survivors running this perk can now reset a dropped yet unbroken pallet whenever they have the chance. Killers will want to keep an eye out for pallets mysteriously resetting and be extra vigilant when it comes to breaking them. Yeah, I mean, this perk sounded dangerous when it first came into the game, and then it just wasn't. The cooldown for it, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's like 30 seconds. I could be wrong about that. But now it's going to have no cooldown. But a lot of people have confusion online, and I just want to get the story straight. It still takes about 3 seconds to actually lift the pallet up. So it's not going to be like a stun the killer, lift it up, stun the killer. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be that ridiculous and aggressive. Wouldn't surprise me, though. So... Killers are left with less options, though. I'll definitely say that. You're probably going to have to, if you're seeing it happening in your game where pallets are being reset, then you should just break pallets. And that means it's going to be more time for you to break pallets at every loop and things like that. But, you know, we'll see. I don't see this getting out of hand. Maybe occasionally. Guess we'll have to see. And then we got the new outfit plans, guys. I don't really care. I'm so pissed off about the Eruption update. Cool, Hattie's getting some new outfits, and some of the least favorite characters are getting new outfits. That's good. I'm happy with that. An update on cheating as well, and this one's kind of good. I mean, it sucks that it's at the end of a really gross update. Wrapping things up, we have a quick update on our ongoing plan to combat cheating. Not only have we continued to detect and patch out various cheaters since our last update, we've also expanded our team. That's really good to know. We've recently welcomed a new team lead to our growing security team who will help coordinate our efforts moving forward. Awesome. Brilliant. And they do say that the public test build is next week, and I believe they said the 15th to find out more, particular on the new chapter, which I have a reaction video coming as well. But yeah, honestly, guys, this whole entire update is sullied by the fact that behavior just do the classic behavior flavor thing. They don't read the room. They nerf something without sort of any sort of up and ups. A lot of the community will see this update as killer nerfs, survivor buffs, because if you read the update for what it is, that's how it comes across. And a lot of people, like, that's how they just see things in that black and white world. And it's unfortunate, but at the same time, how can I keep saying that it's fair all the time when it's... To me, this is one-sided as hell. And that's just one man's opinion. What is yours? Let us know in the comments down below. I felt like just getting this out there. I'm pretty pissed off with it. I'm happy to see what's to come, but... I'm not happy. Are you? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well, guys. And also, if you feel like after this video, continuing the conversation, please come over and see me stream live tonight. I'm on Twitch playing DBD, and I hope to see you guys there. All right, guys, I look forward to streaming more next week. We're on a good roll there for a while, and then I got hit with this bug. But I will see you guys next week in the streams, if not tonight. See you later.